All right, so we are here back to live baseball for the Waterloo Pirates versus the Whitefish Bay Junior Blue Dukes white team. So, coaches are meeting at the home plate to exchange lineup cards or go through the rules, whatever, I don't know. So this is the Waterloo 12U baseball team. This is the fall league that they got into. They had previously been in the Watertown Fall League. This is now in Waukesha. So a little bit further of a drive for us, but hopefully some great competition and a lot of Milwaukee teams here in this league. There are 8 teams in the league. And I believe we play everybody twice through this 6-week season. So doubleheaders every week, pretty much. A couple games, I believe, are going to be at 8 and noon, so there will be a little bit of a break in between. But this is game 1 of a 12-week, or 12-game season, I should say, 6-week season. And hopefully this team can keep the momentum going from summer. Now, all of these kids were on Waterloo Recreation baseball teams this summer in the Eastern Suburban Youth Baseball League. Both teams from Waterloo went undefeated. So we are basically combining the 2 teams into one all-star team. And we're hoping for great results. Coach has been working them hard. Coach Reedy, not pulling any punches, making sure that the kids are have their heads on straight when they're playing, and working on fundamentals still. Fundamentals are going to win you games, and teaching these kids the great game of baseball. So, with that, it looks like Waterloo is the away team here for this first game, and we'll be batting first. So just to go through the lineup here for Waterloo, we will have Cash leading off, Aiden second, Mason third, Shea batting cleanup, Gavin, then AJ, Jacob, Tucker, Trey, Avery, Dylan, Ryan, and Wyatt rounding out the 13 players on this Waterloo team. So we'll actually be introducing these players by name this time. Over the Rec League I did not do that, but we will be doing that. I'll be trying to keep stats for you all. I am shooting through the fence out here in center field, so if it does get a little bit haywire, goes out of focus or something, I apologize. It is a little bit windy out here. The fence isn't moving much, but my tripod and my camera may be moving a little bit. Hopefully not enough to affect the game, but I will be calling the game without moving the camera, so I'm afraid that if I do move the camera, the fence will get picked up. You won't be able to see the ball anyway, so I will be trying to call where the ball goes on every play, like I've done a couple times previously. So again, we're in Whitefish Bay. This is at the Infinity Fields, actually also known as 5 Diamonds, because there are 5 baseball diamonds here, duh. Just off of, it's listed as Les Paul Parkway, but it is just off of 59, Highway 59, State Highway 59 here in Waukesha. So, about 8-9 miles south of I-94. A short jaunt, probably 55 minutes from the town of Waterloo. And we are set for baseball. This is going to be an exciting time. The clouds are starting to dissipate. It did look like showers possibly earlier, but it looks like everything might be heading south. So As the Whitefish Bay pitcher finishes his warm-up tosses, I am going to take a brief break here, and I am going to put the spikes in the front of my tent here so I don't lose it. So if I end up quiet here for a little while, you will understand that that is what I'm doing. Alright, so we are to baseball already. So this brings up Cash, leadoff hitter for Waterloo, and swing and a miss, strike one. Looked like he might have been fooled on that outside pitch there for a little bit. And strike two. Two quick strikes. And ball outside. 1-2 the count here. Top of the first inning, no score, first batter. And fouled back against the fence. A little humid today, but baseball is baseball. That's what we're here for. And just a foul tip, just got a piece of it back to the fence. Still 1-2. Be great to get the leadoff hitter on here for Waterloo. And swing and a miss. And it's a drop third strike, and batter is out. So one down here in the top of the first inning brings up Aiden. So this is the 12U League. Technically everybody going into 7th grade except a few 6th graders. Cash being one of them. Aiden, who's up now, is also just going into 6th grade. Ball two. Good eye at the plate. And ball three in the dirt. So let's see if the batter has the green light here. And ball high, ball four. Take your base on 4 straight pitches. So we've got a runner on first for Waterloo. Brings up Mason, batter number 3 on the Waterloo team. I apologize, folks. The umpire's going to be in my way if we have a runner on first. So, and stolen base and wild pitch. I think he had it stolen before that. So, we're at ball one. And Waterloo has a runner on second. Aiden advances on the wild pitch, but once again, we'll give him a stolen base because I think he was there already. And ball high to Mason. Pitcher having a tough time finding the strike zone here after striking out the leadoff batter for Waterloo. And ball three back to the fence, and it's a short fence. Is he going to be safe at third? He is safe at third with a wild pitch. So Waterloo threatening to score here in the top of the first inning, 1 out, and a runner on third base now. Aiden is on third. Mason, you got a ribby out there. Got a duck on the pond. Let's bring him in. And ball outside. Did I miss a pitch? So that was a walk, and then he was out, caught in a rundown, going to second base on a walk. So the Runner from third, Aiden scores. And Waterloo is up 1-0. Somehow I missed a pitch to Mason. 2 wild pitches and then 1 was outside. That's right. And then that last pitch. Okay, sorry. We're back to baseball. Ball inside. So base is clear for Waterloo. Oh, hit batter. Must have just caught him on the inside sleeve. So Waterloo with a runner on first. I must have missed that. It must have just caught him on the inside sleeve. That brings up Gavin. Fake throw back to first. Shea is back in plenty of time. And he's off with the pitch. And dropped ball on that one. And Shea with a stolen base. So, another runner in scoring position here for the Pirates in the top of the first inning. Waterloo up 1-0. And wild pitch, and Shea advances to third on that wild pitch. Didn't look like he was going to go at first, but got away from the catcher far enough for him to advance. So now we've got, again, similar situation when Mason was batting. We got a runner on third, and 1 out, and fouled out of play by Gavin. 2-1, I believe, on the number 5 hitter in the lineup. And ball outside. 3-1. I don't know if this team played before our game or not. I know there was a blue team that did play. Strike 2, 3-2, right down the pipe. Full count to Gavin. Shea, the runner on third, 1 down here in the top of the first inning. 1-0 Waterloo. And Gavin with a solid shot to left field. And there's a single and an RBI for Gavin. Waterloo up 2-0. That brings up AJ with Gavin on first. And bluff throw back to first. AJ's back without a throw. Gavin. AJ's the batter. And Gavin takes off with the first pitch. And that is a stolen base standing. So, Coach Reedy being aggressive here on the base paths with the top of the order here for Waterloo. That's 3 stolen bases in the inning already. And bluff throw back to second. And that's a nice little shot to first base, but it hits behind the runner and advances the runner. It's a ground out. 3 outs. That's right. Mason got caught in a rundown. So AJ grounds out to first, and the top half of the inning is over. But Waterloo plates 2 runs on only 1 hit. 2 walks and a hit batter. So after the first half inning, it is Waterloo 2, Whitefish Bay coming up. So again, as I was saying earlier, this is the fall baseball league. I mean, we've got still another 3 weeks before fall officially starts. But we will be here playing baseball until the 2nd of October. All games are on Sunday. As I said, normally double headers, but there may be some that are with an hour in between. broadcasting. I will be setting up a second feed for that one. I will not continue this feed, just to try to keep the games separate. So, in addition to the under 12 league, I believe there is an under 10 league, 13, 15. There's a number of different leagues in this fall ball league. So, excellent time to get some more baseball in while some of these kids are playing football. They're also playing baseball. So, I believe sometime Sunday night there is football practice, but I don't think tonight any of these kids are going to make it, as the game probably won't get done until 6 o'clock, and I believe that's about the time that practice starts. So Jacob is on the mound here to start the Waterloo pitching. Jacob was one of the pitchers on the Waterloo Monroe Street Pizza team in the rec league that all of these boys played in over the summer. So, Whitefish Bay brings up their leadoff hitter, who is a lefty right off the bat. So, and here comes the first pitch. Right down the middle, strike one. And there's a fly out, possibly to the first baseman, who catches it. And he is out for the first out of the inning. Brings up the second batter, who is also left-handed here. And right down the middle, strike one. And here's a line shot over to second, picked up by Aiden at second, and Shea is unable to corral it at first. So that would be E4 on Aiden. The throw was low. So we've got another lefty up for Whitefish Bay. Top three hitters here are left-handed. I don't know if Waterloo has any left-handed batters. Ball outside, and strike one, evens the count at a ball and a strike. So Whitefish Bay with a runner on first. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. Waterloo up 2-0. And another nice pitch fouled back. 1-2. And just ball inside off the fence, and we have an advance by the first base runner. Advances to second on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position here for Whitefish Bay. Count is 2-2. And strike three. Batter is out. Two down here in the bottom of the first inning. Cleanup hitter here for Whitefish Bay. First right-handed batter in their lineup. bluff throw to second by Jacob, just to keep him honest. And fouled back to the fence, strike one. 0-1 on the cleanup hitter for Whitefish Bay. And right down the middle, strike two. Actually might have just caught the outside corner there. Shooting over here kind of in right center. So little cloud cover all of a sudden. That'll be gone in another 10 seconds probably. And just a bit outside. 2-2. Ooh. Runner on second was caught napping there. We almost could have almost thrown there. And strike three. So Jacob strikes out two in the inning on a wild pitch. Runner is stranded at second, so we are through one inning of play here in the Fall Ball League. It is Waterloo 2, Whitefish Bay 0. So just quick perusing of the complex here before the game started. Definitely have a fair amount of acreage here to spread out these diamonds. They are relatively close, I will say. Diamonds 1 through 4 are all around the concession stand, and Diamond 5 is actually off kind of in right field here of where we are. This is Diamond 1, which is where the majority of the fall ball games are going to be played for Waterloo. There are a couple of games out of their 12-game schedule that will be played on Field 2, but this is the main field. Fence depth around left, right, and center is 200 feet, so definitely a little bit shorter than what they're used to at during their rec league, which I believe was possibly 225. I stood out in center field enough. I know the regulation field that's out there is 250 for softball, and I know that the shorter fences that I was able to film over were brought in a ways, which they couldn't have been in 50 feet. I can't believe that, but once again, I think it was 25 or so. I don't know if this is a new pitcher. It's number 6 on the mound. I don't recall if he was the pitcher of record or not. So this brings up Jacob, the pitcher for Waterloo, and fouled one, got ahead of one, and hit it into diamond number 2. A little upset at himself that he hit it a little bit early. It could have been the first home run of the season for Waterloo fall ball team. And there's another line shot over to the left fielder, and nice grab out there by the left fielder. Had to take a couple of steps, but that definitely would have one-hopped the fence. After Jacob's first one, they all took a couple of steps back, and I don't think had they done that, he wouldn't have been in a position to make that play. But one down here brings up Tucker. And chopper over to short. And just out. Just got him. So that's 2 down quickly for Waterloo in the top of the second inning. Waterloo up 2-0. Brings up Trey, who's the starting catcher today. And ball outside. And swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1. A little early on that inside pitch. And there's a bouncer to show. That ball had eyes right over the second baseman. Second baseman and short, neither of them played it. They all kind of were going for it and took a step back, and neither of them tried to take it. So we will count that as a single for Trey. Brings up Avery here with 2 down in the top of the second inning. Wild pitch outside, but again, I think Trey had that base stolen, so I am counting that as a stolen base. So, 2 down, once again, runner in scoring position for Waterloo. And a 1-0 count to Avery. And grounder over to second base. Oh, nice stab. Gets up, and not in time. And runner scores from second, and Waterloo has a 3-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Nice stab there by the second baseman, but he just couldn't get to his feet in time, and he threw to first accurately from his butt, but was just not able to get anything on that throw. And Avery beat it out. So we've got Dylan at the plate now, and ball low with a wild pitch. Avery advances to second. That would not be a stolen base. I won't give him that. That went low. So again, here's a pattern for Waterloo. 2 down and a runner in scoring position. That's where we've been the last inning and this inning. And Dylan with a shot to the fence. One hops the fence. Avery's rounding third and will score. Dylan going into second, standing up with a stand-up double. That brings Waterloo to 4 runs. And brings up Ryan. That was a nice shot to right center by Dylan. He was not cheated on that throw or that base hit at all. I mean, I won't even say that one hopped the fence. That hit the base of the fence. Gets under that just a little bit more. And we have our first home run here for Waterloo in the Fall Ball League. And low inside pitch that Ryan swung at, strike one. So, as I said before, we keep repeating the pattern here. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Waterloo. And bluff throw back to second. Dylan is back in time with a head first slide. No throw. And Ryan with a swing and a miss. Looks like he wanted to swing, then stopped, and then changed his mind to swing again, and I think he was behind that pitch. 1-2. And line shot up to center. And Dylan is rounding third. He will score, standing up. So, an RBI for Ryan. Dylan scores, and Waterloo up 5-0 in the top of the second inning. This brings up Wyatt, the last hitter in the Waterloo lineup. And ball outside. Almost hit him. You probably couldn't see that from the camera angle, but I was able to peek just around the umpire, and it was low. No advance by the runner to second base. So 3-0. Still 2 outs. All this damage with 2 outs again. And strike one, 3-1. And a throw back to first, and Ryan's back in time. So Wyatt's facing a 3-1 count. Ryan on first, 2 down, and ball low. That will be first and second, bringing up the top of the order in Cash, who struck out his first time up. And a throw back to second, and Ryan is back in time. And Cash with a high hopper over to the pitcher and over to first, and just out. Cash almost beat that out, but Waterloo scores 3 in the top of the second. Bottom half of the order getting it done this inning for Waterloo. 3 runs on 4 base hits, and one of those a double by Dylan. And through 1.5 innings of play, it is Waterloo 5, Whitefish Bay 0. Sun's back out here at Whitefish Bay. I was going to say Whitefish Bay Park. Listen to me, it's not Whitefish Bay. That's who we're playing. We are in Waukesha at the Infinity Fields, or Five Diamonds, if you will. Let's see if I can adjust my camera here a little bit, folks. Looks like maybe I just pulled it out of whack here for a little bit. I want to try to get back. Hey, big shout out to Heather Rufner, who is unable to attend today. But Heather, I gotta tell you, Dylan hit that hard shot to right center. The only extra base hit today for Waterloo, and Dylan wanted that one. He pounded it. It was a beautiful hit. I wish I could have filmed the whole thing, but once again, I'm shooting through the fence. And any movement left or right, and I am worried that I'm not going to be able to focus back on Jacob pitching. So again, we are headed to the bottom of the second inning here, and 4 out of 5 batters here for Whitefish Bay are left-handed, at least the top 4 out of 5 batters. And there is a little bloop shot over to... Oh, nice catch by the third baseman. So Mason and Gavin were talking to each other. Mason hit the ball, and Gavin let him have it, but Mason missed it, bounced off Gavin's glove, and hit it up in the air, and Mason caught it for the out. So it was it was an incredible play. I'm just telling you, it 1 out, and brings up the 6th batter in the lineup here for Whitefish Bay, and that is a ball inside. And a little high. Jacob, you got to bring it down just a little bit. And swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Jacob there, being behind in the count on that pitch. And there it is. Strike 3, looking Put a backwards K in the books, folks. That's 3 for Jacob. Brings up the 7th hitter in the Whitefish Bay lineup. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Jacob is definitely finding the plate today. And foul over to the Waterloo bench. No! Actually down the right field line. From this angle, I thought it was going to hit off the dugout facing, but it continued on down the right field line, staying foul. And pop fly, who's got it? That is going to fall in right center for a hit. Tucker gets it into Aiden, and first hit of the game for Whitefish Bay. And right down the middle, strike 1 for Jacob. Well, the angle was good until they get a runner on first. Then I've got the umpire to deal with, so... And steps off the rubber, and the runner is back safe at first. And that is a foul ball. Down the line there, Mason picks it up in foul territory. And runner has to get back to first. Wind's picking up here in Waukesha. Wind is definitely now blowing out to right field. And ball high, and nobody covering the base at second. That is a free steal. Trey was ready to come up firing, but nobody covered second. Infield dirt is starting to blow around here. And fall back against the fence. Strike 2. Another backwards K. That's 4 strikeouts for Jacob on the day. Whitefish Bay strands another runner at second. So after 2 innings of play, it is Waterloo 5 and Whitefish Bay nothing. So again, I'm going to walk away here for a little bit while we switch innings here to go to the 3rd inning. I'm going to put the spikes in my other 2 back legs just so this thing doesn't fly away. So you hang on and I'll be right back. Alright folks, my canopy shouldn't blow away now unless we're close enough to Louisiana where that hurricane might hit. Prayers go out to those folks. Hopefully they're staying safe, evacuated if they needed to, and hopefully it doesn't cause too much damage to people's properties or businesses or anything down there. Back to baseball here. It looks like we've got a new pitcher here for Whitefish Bay, left-hander on the mound, which doesn't surprise me with how many left-handed batters they have. Ha! It did move, folks. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, I must have put my headset down. I must have moved over. So, Waterloo this inning will have 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Aiden, Mason, and Shea. Two walks and a hit batter. Out of those 3 batters, the first time up for Waterloo. So let's see if we can string some more runs together here. We had 2 in the first, 3 in the second. How about 4 in the third? Wow, we got a major blowing canopy here, folks. I don't mind it. Sitting in the sun like this, the wind is a welcome addition for a substitute for air conditioning. Trust me. Once again, the infield dust is definitely, fields need to be watered. Actually, I'm kind of shocked at how dry they are right now. I would have thought Milwaukee would have got some rain here yesterday. So once again, Aiden is up here for the Waterloo Pirates in the top of the third inning. Waterloo 5-0. And Aiden with a bloop. Foul ball. Pitcher was unable to get there in time. Fouled right over there by the on-base circle. And ball outside. 1-1 on the number 2 hitter in the Waterloo lineup. Starting at second base today. And there's a nice shot coming this way, and that is gone. Home run over my head here, folks. And Aiden will round the bases. That was a no-doubter, not a cheapie by any means. That cleared the fence by at least 10 feet. So that will bring the score to 6-0 Waterloo. First home run of the season belongs to Aiden. Brings up Mason, who walked his first time up as well. And fouled straight back. Once again, that was not a cheap home run by Aiden. That cleared the fence by 10 feet here, just to the left of me. And it probably landed a good 30 feet behind the fence here, so. And there's Mason, who's hitting it to the fence, and that could be gone too, and it is gone! Back-to-back home runs for Waterloo. And that will be 7-0 Waterloo. Again, I told you the wind is flying out that direction. That's 2 in a row. That's 2 in a row flying out to right field, and as I said, the wind is blowing that direction. So that brings up Shea, who was hit by a pitch his first inning. He also scored, and strike one. And ball low. I don't want to say this on my live broadcast, but I will. But I think both of those could have been a little wind aided. Doesn't matter. Once it lands over the fence, it's a home run. So, be nice to get some guys on so we can get a more than just a solo shot here. But nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Waterloo up 7-0. And Shea with a bouncer to short. Scooped up and throws just in time to get him. Nice play by the shortstop on that one. Fielded it cleanly and got it over there just in time for the out. Brings up Gavin, who singled and drove in a run his first time up. And swing and a miss, strike one. And ball outside. Those of us just joining us, Waterloo has pleaded to this inning with 2 solo home runs and now lead Whitefish Bay Junior Blue Dukes White Team 7-0. And ball outside. Good eye by Gavin. A pitch outside. 3-1 to Gavin, who also had a stolen base in the first inning. And strike 2. Inside corner on that pitch, full count to Gavin. Still nobody out here in the... Oh, no, 1 out, sorry. Shea grounded out to short. So we've got 1 out here in the top of the third. And ball outside, Gavin walks. So, runner on first. And that brings up AJ, who grounded out his first time up, I believe. Gavin almost took off before that pitch was unloaded, and he had to dive back with a head-first play to get back to the base safely. You got a left-handed pitcher out there, buddy. You gotta be mindful. He doesn't have his back to you. He's got his face to you. So off he goes, and the pitch is low, and Gavin has his second stolen base of the game. So runner on second with 1 down here for Waterloo in the top of the third. Waterloo leading 7-0. AJ with a grounder to second. Scooped cleanly, throw to first, and the runner's out. But Gavin advances to third on the putout. 2 down for Waterloo. Brings up Jacob. off the second inning with a flyout to left field. Nice play by the left fielder to catch that one the last time Jacob was up. And Jacob with a hot shot to third. Picked up by the third baseman, and Jacob is out. Third baseman did not field it cleanly, but kept it in front of him, hit off his chest, was able to pick it up and throw Jacob out in time for the out. But once again, Waterloo with 2 solo home runs in the inning by Aiden and Mason. And through 2.5 innings, we have Waterloo 7 and Whitefish Bay 0. My guess is that Coach Reedy may switch pitchers here to save Jacob's arm for a little bit with as big of a lead as we have. And that's why I'm not a coach, folks. Jacob stays in to pitch, but we do have some other fielding changes here. We have Avery is out in left field, taking AJ's place. We have Wyatt here out in right, taking Cash's place. Shea has moved from first to short. Dylan has come into play first. Cash has moved from right to second. AJ has moved from left to short. And I believe Ryan is now catching. So we have Aiden, Mason, Gavin, and Trey sitting the bench this inning. But trusty old number 15 is still on the mound. So Jacob's line so far, 2 innings pitched, allowed 1 hit, 1 wild pitch, and 4 strikeouts. 3 of those of the backward K variety. So, bottom of the 3rd inning. Wind still blowing out to right center. And grounder up to short. Picked clean by AJ, and he's out. AJ was able to field that cleanly, set his feet, and make a perfect throw over to Dylan at first. And a line shot over to Dylan at first. He boots it. Second baseman Cash picks it up, throws it over to Dylan, and he's out. Nice hustle by Cash at second base to back up that play. Without that, that would be an E3, and you'd have a runner on first with only 1 out. This way, we are 2 down, and nobody on for Whitefish Bay. And Jacob with the first pitch, strike 1. Definitely not messing around here. He is working to get ahead of the batters as soon as that first pitch is released. There's number 2. Ooh, that is a strike. Looked a little outside to me, but I'm on this side of the field. So if I was more towards center field, it might have looked right over the plate. So 0-2 count, and Jacob coming back. Ball high. Just inside. And short throw back to him. Let's see if he comes Let's see if he comes back with the airbender. Jacob's got a pretty good changeup. And there it is, strike 3. So, Jacob, 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, and a scoreless third for Whitefish Bay. So, we are headed to the top of the 4th, and Waterloo up 7-0. Again, this is not the only game today that Waterloo will be playing on this field. This is just game 1 of their first of 2 games today, a doubleheader if you will, but it's against a different team. Second game, Waterloo will be playing the Waukesha Blazers Bomb Squad. I don't know when or if they played earlier today. Well, they must have played earlier today. I don't know what that score might have been. But it doesn't matter. We are back to baseball, and it's a beautiful day out here in Waukesha. Again, sunny. Probably mid-80s. Any storms that are kicking up or look like they are going to head south of us. There's a big patch of clouds over here to my left. But if everything is blowing from my right to my left, those clouds don't have a chance of coming close to us. So, once again, anybody wants to know, these I will be uploading these games to my YouTube channel. That is H2O-Lou Pirates Media. If anybody wants to subscribe to that, I do have some of the Waterloo American Family games from the rec season out there. I don't have any of the Boston tournament games. From that, I was not able to broadcast. I was really only able to film. So one of those was actually a 2 broadcast game because we had about a 45-minute rain delay where it just poured. So you should be able to watch these games in its entirety if you want to rewatch. I can't guarantee that. I think it's only 30 days that these videos stay on Facebook. So once again, that's H2O-Lou Pirates Media on YouTube. I may be in attendance at the next home football game that the 7th and 8th graders have. I haven't decided. I don't know if I have anything going on. I've heard it's Thursday night. My golf league is done on Thursdays, so I may be in attendance. I've never called a football game before, but there's a first time for everything. So, this brings up Tucker, ball 1, to Tucker, who grounded out his first time up. Just was out by half a step. There's Tucker, another grounder to short. Scooped cleanly and over to first, and Tucker's out again. Just out. I tell you, you got to give these Waterloo Pirate runners credit. They do not stop running. They make it close on all those plays. That's the 3rd or 4th one, at least, that was ball low to Trey. That was very close. That I'm not going to say could have gone either way, but the runner was out in every instance, but it was less than half a step. So these diamonds are a little bit deeper, I think, than what they're used to playing on. I don't know if the bases are further back. I think they are, but so no hustle, no quitting these kids. Even though they're up 7-0, they're still hustling for every hit, every base hit, everything they can get. So let's get 1-0 to Trey, and that's an ooh, almost hit him, but I guess he must be crowding the plate because that is a strike. So it is now 1-1, and the ball gets away from the pitcher on the throw. So 1-1 to Trey, grounder right up to second base, scoops it cleanly and throws over and just out. Once again, there's hustle. All kinds of hustle out of this team. That's good coaching. That's what that is. That's a sign of good coaching. So that brings up Avery, who infield singled a second last time up. Ball low, back to the fence. Good play by the second baseman, but was unable to get onto his feet to make a throw. So he threw from his backside and was unable to get anything on the throw. So inside pitch there and fouled back. Looked like ball 2. But it is 1-1. Ooh, strike 2. Avery thought that was strike 3. He thought he had a run, but it's 1-2. Got to be swinging here, Avery. Got to protect. Can't strike out. There's a strikeout, but he secures it. Only the second strikeout for Waterloo, and this is the first time in 4 innings that they've gone 1-2-3. So, through 3.5 innings, it is Waterloo 7 and Whitefish Bay nothing. What's our chances of seeing Jacob for a 4th inning? Slim and none, because it looks like Aiden is on the mound. Aiden is on the mound. So close the book on Jacob for the first game here. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. No runs, no earned. That is a beautiful thing. So, put Aiden in your books as the second pitcher here for Waterloo. Aiden started the game at second base, took last inning off, and is well rested to take over the pitching duties from Jacob. Don't mind me, folks, just plugging my phone in just to make sure I'm charged properly for game 2. I'm at 44%, so it was time to charge it. So, fire down to second was a little bit short on the last warm-up pitch. So, with Aiden taking the mound, are we to the top of the lineup or not? No, we are still not to the top of the lineup. Oh, this is the first plate appearance for this batter. Ball low. Welcome to the broadcast, Darnell. Waterloo is up 7-0. This is the bottom of the 4th inning. And grounder back to the Whitefish Bailey dugout. Bill, welcome to the broadcast. Once again, Waterloo has scored in every inning except the last, which is the only inning they've gone 1-2-3. And a grounder back to the pitcher. Aiden misplays it, goes over the mound. AJ picks it up, is unable to put anything on the throw, and we are going to call that an infield single. Looks like the ball bounced off the mound, and Aiden was unable to play it in front of the mound. Tried to play it on an in-between hop, but I don't think he was... It went under his glove. Was unable to be corralled by AJ at short to make anything on the throw. So Whitefish Bay with a runner on first. Nobody out. Line shot to second and through to the right fielder. And Whitefish Bay was something started here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Runners on first and second and nobody out. First pitch is low. Ball one. Infield dust still swirling around here, getting kicked up. And strike one, 1-1 to even the count on that pitch. Ball outside, 2-1. And fouled back and out of play. 2-2. Well, Aiden, take him yourself. Let's see if we can get an out here. Or a ground ball to turn two. Whatever. Nope. Fouled right up over by the Waterloo bench. Nice grab there by the first base coach of Whitefish Bay. And caught by the right fielder for Waterloo, Wyatt. And runners will not advance. So one down here for Whitefish Bay. In the bottom of the fourth, still runners on first and second. First out of the inning. Ground ball, let's see if we can turn two, boys. What do you think? We got the infield to do it. We got the pitcher that can get ground balls. Come on, boys. Let's turn two here. Let's do her. And ball outside, 1-0. And grounder to short. Nope, through the hole. Over to left field, picked up by Avery Peachy, and he's going to fire into home and try to get him out, and he's safe. So, Whitefish Bay scores a run. Throw was up the line a little bit, but runners still are on first and second. Waterloo now leads 7-1. Oh yeah, the dust is swirling now. We got a little gust picking up here. And strike one. So a couple of ground balls here that Whitefish Bay have been able to find the holes in the Waterloo infield. And strike one. 1-1. Whitefish Bay brings up their fifth hitter in their lineup. And foul ball over the Whitefish Bay dugout for the first strike, 0-1. Catcher to keep that from going to the fence. 2-1. And there's a strike. Strike two. 2-2. strike, and Waterloo gets out of this inning with no further damage. And there's a line shot over to short. Picks it up and throws to second, but nobody's there. Safe at second. So, try to get the lead runner, well, not the lead runner at second, but force out at second. But unfortunately, the Waterloo second baseman was not there in time to take the throw. Miscommunication, whether he thought the shortstop was going to go to first or what, I don't know. But Whitefish Bay has bases loaded and 2 outs, ball outside. So let's not let them back in this thing. Ball high, 2-0. This is not the time to let your guard down. There's a strike, 2-1. Hayden comes back firing right there. There's strike 2. Foul tip into the catcher's mitt, but that'll only count on the 3rd strike here. So let's do it here. Oh, fouled right off the fence. Too close to let go. He had a swing at it and got a piece of it. So we are at 2-2. And there's strike 3. Backwards K to end the inning. So a little bit of damage that inning. Whitefish Bay is able to get on the board. 2 hits, 1 run. Aiden with 2 strikeouts, however. And through 4 innings, it is Waterloo 7, Whitefish Bay 1. Once again, there's another game after this one, starting approximately 4 o'clock. Waterloo versus the Waukesha Blue Bomb Squad, or excuse me, Waukesha Blazers Bomb Squad. Again, another 12U team in the fall ball, the Waukesha Fall Ball League, U12. So, again, beautiful day here in Waukesha. It's mid-80s, mid to low 80s, but a nice breeze. So, any of that humidity gets blown away with the breeze coming at me, which it's blowing. Excuse me, it looks like it's switched a little bit now. It's blowing a little bit towards left center now. It was blowing out towards right center. Center fielder tried to make a joke on Whitefish Bay. I don't think anybody heard him. So, we've got Dylan, Ryan, and Wyatt this inning, and then the top of the order for Waterloo. So, top of the 5th inning. So there's the last of the warm-up tosses, so we are going to be back to baseball here shortly. Dylan's first time up, he hit off the base of the wall out here in right center. And foul ball, hit off the knob of the bat. Nope, hit off his wrist. Hit batter. Dylan is on first with a hit by pitch. Starts the Waterloo 5th inning. Up comes Ryan, who was also hit. Nope, not hit by a pitch. Ryan with a nice snag there at short. Nice snag at short by the lineout by Ryan. Dylan almost caught napping. Was almost halfway to first. Shortstop was unable to throw back in time to get him out. It was a close play. Dylan had to slide in, but he was safe at first. So we've got one out here in the Waterloo top of the 5th with a runner on first. And he's taken off running, and he is safe at second. Apparently the ball was maybe not ready for play. He was not able to take off. Okay, Dylan is back to first. Now he stepped off. Now he's going again. He's got to go back to first again. What? Oh. You know, I don't quite understand all the rules of baseball. Pitchers when they're on the rubber, off the rubber. But those were two crazy incidents right there that perhaps one of the coaches, if they're going to watch this after the game, can fill me in on what just happened there. But it looked like the ball was ready for play. He was on the rubber, and he took off. Dylan took off and was safe. The second time it didn't look like he was on the rubber ready for play. So I think maybe that was the issue. But we're back to Wyatt swinging a miss. Back to baseball here. So 0-1, I believe, is the count. And ball high. Dylan is now to second with a throw towards the first base side of second base. Dylan is in sliding. Probably didn't need to slide, but unfortunately it looks like somebody's going to be doing laundry tonight for those pants. They are full of dirt. So Wyatt's still the batter. And ball high. And ball outside. And little looper to short, and it's misplayed by the shortstop, and Wyatt is safe at first. Dylan on the advance to third, and he is safe. So I will say Wyatt, I will call that an E6. The shortstop let it drop, but when he dropped it and tried to field it, he kicked it forward. So resulting in Wyatt being able to advance. And this brings up the top of the order in Cash, who is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. And that is a balk. So that will plate another run for Waterloo. Dylan comes in to score. And Wyatt advances to second. Waterloo up 8-1. No RBI on that. That's a ball outside. And swing and a miss. Nope. Foul ball off the umpire. Looks like it. Yep, umpire might have gotten hit by that foul tip. So he's taking a little breather and wiping the plate off. We have a little meeting of the mound here for the pitcher and the catcher for Whitefish Bay. So this is the top of the fifth. One down, and Waterloo up 8-1. And there's a grounder over to second. Not fielded cleanly, and Cash is safe at first. That is an error, E4 on that one. Wyatt takes third on the play. And Aiden is up, who homered his last time up. This time he's got a couple of runners on base. Let's see if he's able to get a hold of one here. This could be a 3-run homer. And nice scoop by the Whitefish Bay catcher, ball one. That goes to the fence. That could have been another run by Waterloo. I don't know if Coach would have had Wyatt going or not, but ball inside, and Cash is in standing with a stolen base easily. 6 stolen bases on the day for Waterloo after that one by Cash. And ball outside. Ball high. We have bases loaded for Mason. Second walk of the game for Aiden. Mason, who was 1 for 1 with a walk and a solo home run. Ball outside. 1-0. And second pitch coming up, and Mason grounder to short, and misplayed by the shortstop. There's an error, and another RBI for Waterloo. Strike one to Shea, who is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch, but a run scored. And there's a grounder, hot shot to shortstop, and throws over to third to get the runner there. But Cash scores on the play. So 2 down with runners on first and second. Ten to 1. And ball behind the runner, and Shea will take second uncontested. 2-0 to Gavin. And loop shot out here to the right fielder. Caught for the third out of the inning. But Waterloo plates another 3 runs on a couple of 1 base hit, I believe, and a couple of errors by Whitefish Bay. So through 4.5, it is Waterloo 10 and Whitefish Bay 1. Aiden is back on the mound for Waterloo. A few more position changes here for Waterloo. Trey is coming out here to center field. We have Ryan moving to left. Avery at first. Gavin at second. Mason at short. Jacob at third. Aiden on the mound, and who is doing the catching? Oh, that's Dylan. Okay. Sorry, he's the only left-handed thrower on the team, and I just saw him throw the ball back to Aiden. At least the catcher threw it left-handed, so... Oh, I take that back. Mason's at short, Jacob's at third. That's right. I think that's what I said. Gavin's at second. Who's out here in right? I think it is Wyatt still. Yes, Wyatt is in right. So, a few mix-match positions here for Coach Reedy in the bottom of the fifth inning. I don't know what time it is, but it could be getting close to the end of the game here. Strike one for Aiden. And strike two. This is somewhere around hitters 7, 8, 9 maybe. And bouncer over to second. Fielded by Gavin over to Avery, and one out. And another grounder over to second on the first pitch. Flips over to first. And two down here in the fifth inning for Whitefish Bay. And strike one. Bouncer back to the pitcher, flips it over to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Waterloo. 3 groundouts in 4 pitches, and I believe that is the end of the game. That will be the end of the game. After 5 innings, we are going to call it here. Must be based on time limit. Waterloo victorious here, 10-1. So... definitely had some hitting here up and down the lineup to prove that we've got some kids that can hit all up and down the lineup. I guess I'll just leave it at that. So, once again, I'll be back at 4 o'clock here with the next game, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with Game 2 with Waterloo versus the Waukesha Blazer Bomb Squad. So, take it easy. We'll be back.